I love sweets. I'm a sweet tooth, big time. I always loved the flavor of chocolate.
There's something magic about it. You can see it on people's faces when they walk in the door.
It feels like every time I eat a piece of chocolate, it's something new. I've never had any type of boredom from chocolate, so.
When you create recipes, it's like a puzzle. You try one with this chocolate, one with this amount of powder, one with vanilla, with not vanilla. It's a tangly mess.
We've been in business for 11 years. Since we started, we wanted to have a chocolate that's spicy. We didn't want the heat to last too long. You eat it, and then the next hour, you cannot taste anything else. We don't want that.
The Amarillo chili powder is the sweet powder. That sweet powder and the sweet chocolate.
You know, it worked. It was just pairing perfect. And then after that, it's just developing the raspberry flavor to it. Some sweetness to try to offset the heat. It's all dark chocolate inside, but we wanted something very pretty. We choose white chocolate on the outside, hand-painted mold, so it looks like almost a flower.
I also wanted to incorporate the idea of, love.
We called it desire, hot, sweet. Nothing is overpowering. You feel good after finishing it.
Those flavors, your imagination, and the look of the chocolate, all of that is what gives you your tasting experience. Whether it's the chocolate from Indonesia or the sea salt from the south of France, the flavors can transport you. The sea salt reminds me very much of the Gulf Coast where I grew up. Being on the beach and you could taste the salt. I remember my stepfather gave my mother a big heart full of chocolates. Seeing how excited she was, I knew there was just something very special about chocolate. I grew up on the Gulf Coast near New Orleans. I decided to go to Montana State University. Just chose to stay afterwards. I felt at home here with the people. It never even occurred to me to move back.
I grew up in Paris. I would go to school, I would walk by La Maison du Chocolat. Every day I would buy one piece of chocolate. That was my treat. I didn't have much budget, but that was important to me, and that was where I spent my money. I went to study accounting and management. I moved to Bozeman in '93. I enjoyed every bit of it.
We like to tell people we fell in love over a piece of chocolate cake. While eating the piece of cake, we both just dissected it to pieces. Like, no, the chocolate's not strong enough, or too much leavening.
We both shared love for food and sweets in general.
I was working as a writer for an investment relations company. I felt restless, and I knew I needed to be in the kitchen.
I started working for an engineering company doing IT work. Shannon had the idea of the chocolate shop.
We both had dessert businesses before we knew each other.
We had experience. We thought, why not try something like this? Our first winter in our shop was great, but also nightmarish for Shannon and I. We were making the chocolate, and the minute they were dried, cooled, they were selling. It was just amazing. and very tiring. We were working very late every night, early. I mean, we were just working a lot. But it was also very rewarding. I mean, we realized right away that it was going to work. I always taste the chocolate every day. That's not difficult. I'm a chocolateholic for sure. I mean, it frustrates my family because any meal, I need to have a dessert. When we're not making chocolate, we try to spend time with our kids. Right now, it's a bit more difficult. They're teenagers, the youngest, so we don't see them too often. They love food, but they're not like we do. It's not, I think, their true passion.
He still eats chocolate before he falls asleep at night.
I have a stash in my bedside table. If I want comfort chocolate, I will go for praline. Basically, it's milk chocolate with hazelnuts. That's one of my favorite flavors of all. Try to be simple.
He's nibbling on chocolates. We started out with very grand ideas. You know, perhaps a chain, another store in Seattle. It's not that I don't want to grow, but I don't like the trade-off of what generally happens when you grow very large. Usually the quality slips and your lifestyle changes. I just really like the lifestyle that we have right now. I don't want to conquer the world. I just want more experiences.
We've always been very clear on one thing, is that no matter how we grow, the quality of our product will never change. We just have to always be mindful of that.
There's evidence that chocolates make people happy. I see it on their faces and their reactions, the sounds. That never ceases to amaze me. I believe it's magical.
We make people happy. I mean, chocolate is a comfort food, and we can see people appreciate it every day, and it's really rewarding.